Guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to attach an inseam pocket to your dress. Now this is my dress and it's already made. As you can see, it's joined already at the seam. So I'm going to be showing you how you can attach a pocket here, an inseam pocket that would not be showing outside. So let's get right into it. So guys, the first thing we're going to do is to draft our pocket pattern. I like to say that the pocket is just like a sleeve pattern, but then it's like a roughly sketched sleeve pattern. So the first thing I'll do is to make sure that I get the straightness of my top. Yeah, and then now we measure the length of pockets. I normally use 12 inches because I like my pocket to be deep. If you like your pocket to just be shallow, maybe you can use 9 or 10, but I like my pocket to be very deep, so I use 12. Sometimes the 12 is not even deep enough, but I still use it anyway. I use 12, and then I add 0.5 inches for sewing allowance. Now the next thing you have to decipher is the width of your pocket. So your hand is going to be this way going into your pocket. So the trick I just do is to measure my hand over here like this. That gives me 6 inches. And so measure 6 inches. I measure 6 inches and mark 0.5 for sewing allowance. Now the next thing is to mark the same 6.5 at the bottom here. You mark the same 6.5 at the bottom here. Mark it in the middle as well. Then you square from up to bottom. Square it from up to bottom. Just like this. Now the next thing you do is to mark that curve. Some pockets actually come square like this, but I don't like my pocket like this. I like it to have some form of curve over here. So I'm going to use my French curve to achieve that. I'm going to be placing it here. First of all, I take out a 3-inch mark. And then from that 3-inch mark is where your curve is going to begin. But now before then, you need to mark your 6 inches. Remember I said 6 inches for your hand this way. So we need to mark our 6 inches first, and then you mark your 6.5. You mark the 0.5 inch allowance, and then you make a curve like this from the point we had made here over to this point. You make a curve like this. You can see that. And now the next thing I do is to cut it out. Great, so this is my pocket. This is what my pocket pattern looks when I'm done with everything. This is how it looks. You see why I say it looks like a sleeve? Because a sleeve would normally come like this, but this one is just like curved, just like that. So this is my pocket pattern. Now I'm going to show you. Next thing I'm going to do now is to cut out the fabric and then show you how you can attach it to your dress. So for your pocket, we're cutting 4 pieces. We're cutting 4 pieces, 2 for each side of your dress. So that's the front. So this is the back of my fabric. Yeah, so here, like this. Like I said, you can make your own pocket to be shorter if you want it short, but I use my phone is quite tall. I like to call it tall, so I want to be able to drop my phone in my pocket and it sits right. That's why I'm making a long pocket. So I'm pinning it down. So this is one part of my pocket. I'm going to be cutting the second part now. Great. So we have two. Now when you're fixing your pocket, some people don't cut here, this part. Sometimes I don't bother to cut it, but for the sake of this video I'm going to be cutting this side, just so that maybe you have a project where the fabric isn't enough and you need to like supplement with some other fabric. You would understand how to join this place. When you understand how to join this part, you would understand how to attach the pocket without opening this part of it. So I'm going to be cutting my own pockets open. So I'll be making a mark to show what part is the front and what part is the back. So let's get to the sewing machine and have this fixed. So I'm going to be making my own opening from 17 inches because I want it to be high up. I don't want it to be below. I want it to be here. So I've marked my 17 inches, and then you can see that my seam is closed. So I'm going to mark how many inches I want to be open, which is 6.5. But then I'm going to be opening from somewhere here to here, just to give it enough space. So these are my pocket pieces. 1, 1. This is how you're going to be placing your pockets. You're going to be placing them front to front. So because this is 2 pieces that I have, you're going to open up. You can see the mark I made here for where I want my pocket to start. So I'm going to be placing the pocket right on that mark. You open up the allowance you have inside, place your pockets, pin it, you pin. You can see the shape because this is the part that has to be down and this is the top. Now I'm going to be doing the same thing over here. We're going to pin and pin. Now you're going to be stitching along, come closer. You're going to be stitching along this place. So my allowance inside is 1 inch. So I'm going to be taking in 1 inch like this. So you need to measure the length of your pocket to know where you're going to be stopping. And you're going to be stopping at exactly 6. So I am marking the top here, and this is 6. So I'm going to be sewing like a bracket, this way, and this way. Same thing applies to the second one. Let's get to the machine so I can show you what exactly I'm talking about. So I am on my sewing machine now, and as you can see, my dress allowance is 1 inch. I'm going to be marking 1 inch here. Marking 0.5 here because that's what I left for the allowance. Then I measure 6. You can see if I put my hand in here, 6 accommodates my hand. So I'm going to mark 6. Great, so now you can mark the 1 inch. Whatever allowance you left here for the dress is what you're going to be marking here, because the other side of the pocket is going to be showing underneath. So I'm going to be leaving 1 inch because I left 1 inch at the other side. I'm going to be sewing like this. My dress is a very straight one, but if you're making something with curves, you might want to go ahead and follow the shape of the curve. I've attached the pocket to this one. Now you need to do some cutting. You need to do some cutting so it sits properly. I'll cut like this. You have to cut off the excesses. like this, and then you need to notch this part of it so that it opens nicely behind. So you can see what the pocket looks like. Now I'm going to be covering it with the second one. I'm going to be covering up the second part of it like this. Take note of where I'm placing it. This is the front of the dress, and this is the front of the pocket. Now I'm placing the pocket front to front. So I'm going to be joining it like this. At this point, like this, all the way like this. So let me show you. All of the allowances are 0.5 inch allowances. Great, so this is our pocket. This is what the pocket looks like when I am done. So if you want to go ahead and top stitch your pocket, you can do that, but I won't be doing that. Now we need to join the back to the front just so that you see how beautiful it looks. This is our pocket. So as you can see, I am covering this part of the pocket with this other part of the dress, the back. I'm pinning. Click here and pin. So you can see. Now I'm going to sew across the part that had my stitch before. That's 1 inch. I'm going to sew across. You know, we left 1 inch for the pockets. So I started my opening from the very top. You have to be very careful so you don't attach the pockets to what you're sewing. Sometimes I just move it away. Great. So I'm going to be turning this dress over to see what it looks like. You can see this is where my pocket is. It's right inside here. Now when I press it down, it would look almost invisible. So you can see this is where the pocket is. Now if I dip my hand inside, it gets up to this point. You can see that my phone can nicely sit in here. Yeah, so that's how you fix an inseam pocket. It's very, very easy. I'm going to go ahead and put the other side and show you what my beautiful dress looks like. Thank you guys for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.